Hey everybody, I'm back. Today's video is kind of like everyone keeps asking me about it in a gift basket group that I'm in. So I want to do a quick video on how I create my gift baskets in Canva. I usually uh, build my gift baskets, or I got tired of looking for um, baskets and something that would accent the way I have it in my head. So I was like, there has to be a way for me to create these myself. So to give a little credit to people that I've learned a lot from. Number one is Posh Paper Lady. I'm going to link her channel down below. I watch everything she does. I mean everything. And most of the time I'll take something she did and I kind of transform it into what I need as far as my gift basket purposes. And she has a lot of little cute little things that you can make, especially if you're a paper crafter and you started out in paper crafting, um, that you can make, and you could put it in your basket and you could cut down some of the cost on going to find things and buy things and so on and so forth. So like I said, Posh Paper Lady is definitely one of the people that I look into. Anybody else that I kind of grabbed anything from, I'll link them down below. But anyway, so I got tired of looking for baskets that I wanted. So if your child likes a character, say let me tell you what really started it was Minecraft. And at the time when Minecraft came out, my son was infatuated with it, and I could not find anything Minecraft. So I was like, okay, I got to make something because I can't find what I'm looking for. So that's when I went. Posh Paper Lady created these paper purses, large paper purses, and I was like, well, instead of it being a purse, I could just turn it into a box. And if you go to Nashville Wraps and other places like that, they have um, boxes that you can use to turn into baskets. So that's how I got started into doing that. So let's jump right in. Now that I don't talk enough, let's jump right in. First and foremost, you have to decide what size paper you're using. Most of the time, I use 13 by 19 photo paper. Most of the time I get a sub. To me, it's the best. But right now, a sub paper is not on the market. I don't know where it is or what they're doing, or if it's in production or whatever. But right now you just have to take what you could get. Amazon is the place that I get it from. I'll just put Amazon for the photo paper down below. But I either use 11 by 17 or 13 by 19. If you don't have a wide format printer, that's okay. You can tape them together. That's why I say if you watch her video, she will show you how to tape papers together, where you can still do this, you can still utilize this. So if you don't have your printer that can't print 11 by 17 at the minimum, then you could take two 8.5 by 11s, tape them together at the bottom, and then create the box. If I get a chance in the video to show you that when I do the second part to this, the production video, then I'll show that to you. So in Canva, I get a blank slate, just a blank slate, and I decide what character I'm doing. My niece loves unicorn, and her auntie is going to do her the ultimate unicorn basket if I can. And these are just the paper ones. And I think I had someone ask me, are they sturdy? If they're, I use chipboard, which I order off Amazon. I put a link for that below. And I use foam board for the sides. To me, they're pretty sturdy. But if you're just putting paper or something like that in the bottom, I can't guarantee you that it's paper. I can't guarantee you that it's going to hold up the way you want to. That chipboard is pretty tough, and so is the foam board. But I sit my stuff on what is called a basket bench. I'll show y'all what that is later. So let's do a unicorn. So the first thing I do is I go to elements and I look up gradient background. Just gradient. and I find a gorgeous gradient background, preferably one that's not moving. Excuse me. Her favorite color is pink and purple, and I set that image as the background. So that's it. I know y'all thought it was gonna be something special, but not really. It's not really as special as y'all think. I really just okay. Let me, before I do that part, scoot that out. This is the next thing I do. I decide how big I'm going to make the basket. So when I cut my chipboard, and it's a little math involved, okay? It's a little math. So it's 19 inches long. Let me do it on screen so you guys can see it. The box is 19 inches long. I mean, the piece of paper is 19 inches long, right? So the bottom of, I always get the bottom first. The bottom of the box, so you can fit enough items in it so it'll be manageable, so you'll have enough space to get a good bit of stuff on the bottom, needs to be 6 inches wide. So you automatically subtract the 6 from the 19, okay? And that is the bottom. So when you cut your chipboard, so say you want your box to be 10 inches wide, you cut it 10 inches wide, right? The piece that's in the bottom. But you're going to cut, 10 inches long, length. 10 inches in length. The width has to be 6 inches, which is from front to back. That'll give you space to put your items in. So you go ahead and you subtract that off, just off the rip, and you divide the number that's left by 2. So that'll tell you what your front panel gonna be. So to give you a better example of what I mean, my box is going to be 5, like we just said, 5 inches tall by 10 if you could get it to say 10. It won't give me 10. I have to do 10.1. Excuse me. So it's going to be 5 by 10.1. And you got 13-inch piece of paper. So if you want to make the box 11 by 5, just to give you a longer, because you got to think about the box got to be 11 inches long and 6 inches wide. So it gives you a bigger box to sit stuff in, but you have up to 13 inches to work with. So it can be long and wide. It may not be as tall. It may not be, so it's only going to be 5 inches tall, as you see here. But you can have the depth can be 6 inches, and you can make it between anywhere from all the way up to 12 inches wide. I'll put it that far. Because you need an inch to glue on the inside. Y'all will see what I'm talking about. I know it sounds like I'm rambling, but stay with me. I promise you it'll make sense in the end. So this is my space to design in right here. This is all I got. So if I pull this up, bring to the front. Okay. This is the area right here that I have highlighted that I could put my my design in. So let's do unicorn. My boo loves unicorn, so we're gonna do her a pretty unicorn basket. Let's see, y'all. Let's see what they got. And I'm just gonna throw some stuff in here. Let me see, throw that away. So I got this. I don't like that one. It don't look good as I thought it was gonna look. Okay, that's all they have for unicorn. So let's just make what they have work. I know y'all see that, but I'm going to show you what that means later. So just work with me here. So I'm going to throw some unicorn stuff on here. I'll throw some unicorn stuff on here. Okay, so we're going to take that box out. And if you want to add their name, her name is, I got a Briley, and I have a Brielle. That's my niece's name, Briley and Brielle. My brother's name is Bryce. If y'all want to, y'all don't get the correlation. Okay. I need to stay within my working area, or that's why that box is important. So I can stay in my workspace. So I can move that over, and I could put Briley right there in that space and make it personalized, and then we can take this off. So now that is the design. When we fold it, some of this is going to disappear on the side of the box and under the box, so it'll give it like this wrapped featured look. You know, you'll see when we do it. So I group all of this together, and y'all think I did something, but I didn't. And then I hit duplicate, and I turn this thing on around, and that's the box, y'all. This is it. That is it. That is the box. I download it, save as a PNG, download, and we're going to print this thing out, and I'm going to show y'all how to make it. I'm going to show you how to make the straps and everything. That is it. That is how I design these boxes. Canva has everything you need. So if it doesn't, say you want, okay, they got mermaid. Say you want mermaid. There's a good one. Let's rotate this way and say set as background image. That's it. You don't like that one? Here's another one. I have Canva Pro. You could do this. I think you could do this in the basic version, but if you don't have Canva Pro, invest in it. It's worth the money. It is really worth the money. Same ideal if you want to do mermaid. Just make sure it fits in your area that you're going to be using, and just duplicate it. I have other little mermaids. So say for instance, these are what Canva offers. But say for instance you have your own mermaid that you want to put in there. I think I got some. And let me see, can I go find my drive? There we go. So if you want a more ethnic looking mermaid, that's fine. See, a lot of this stuff, these are what y'all are looking at on the screen, is digital papers. If you go to Etsy, they have so many digital papers that you can purchase, that if you want a different mermaid background that looks like mermaid scales. Let me upload that one. Okay, it's taking a minute, but let me do that one. And let's see. And this mermaid, let's change it. Replace background. So let me zoom in. Can y'all see that? Where it looks like it has scales now. And then you put the little ethnic mermaid in. And boom. And then let me do my other baby name. Y'all, I'll be so excited to see. I'll be excited to see my kids, because these are basically my babies, and I'm always making them something. So you got to remember that you have, it's on, oh, move out of the way. Okay, and then her name's a little bit longer. So then you got Brielle, and you got my Bri. I know that the spelling looks like Brielle, but hey, it's Bri. It was a funny story behind their name, because I named both of them, and I guess I like the way, as you can see, Briley and Brielle are almost spelled the same, and I didn't realize that until the day she was born, that I literally spelled their names the same. So, was not trying to do that. But if they have another girl, her name will be Breeze. So, he let me name them all. So, but if he has a boy, it will be Bryce, of course. Oh, they did have one. I didn't see the scales here. They did have a scales one. So if you don't have, you can get the scales from them. I'm looking for rainbow swirl or some kind of swirly thing. Go to graphics. Let's see what they have. Oh, they have cute mermaids like this and like this. I like them. I like her. She's gorgeous. Wait, undo that. And I want to put her like that. Let me make Bree's name smaller. Look at that. I love that. Okay. This is probably not centered at all, but we'll get it right in a second. So, yeah. And then we're going to bring this down a little bit. There we go. So, there's that. And then, if we can find something else swirly to add to this, that would be great. Let's see. Gradient. Swirl. Let's try it. Ah! Canva never ceases to amaze me. They have something, always has something good. Let me see. Let's click on one of the ones at the top. I was hoping it did open it up to some other ones, but I don't like those. I like this though. Let's see y'all. I like that. So let's pick one that's more in our color theme. See if I can find one more purpley, if I can. They just have so many like beautiful things that you can utilize. Okay, so just for the sake of this video, so y'all can see it up close, if you want to enlarge that a little bit more, you can. And like I said, don't worry about it, because if it's not quite right, because it's going to wrap around the side of the box. So, yeah, I love that. And then you just group it all. Group. And then duplicate. And then bring this down. So this is, so when I do this part, and you're like, why are you bringing it down and flipping it? This is, when you're looking at this, you're looking at the front, the back, and the bottom of the box, if that makes sense. Okay? So this is the front or back, front and back, or vice versa, it don't matter. and this in the center is the bottom. So when you fold it, you're folding it like a U, and you'll see what I mean when we put these together. So we've already downloaded browsers, but you get it. So we'll say gift basket, so I can remember what they are. So yeah, so we got Briley and Brio's Easter box, Easter basket box, or however you want to put it. And so then I usually it goes to your download. So here it is in my downloads. And if you click, I could print straight from here. I don't have to pull it into Silhouette or do nothing fancy or funky or anything like that. I have a Canon printer. I don't even know if these are on the market anymore. And if they are, they're probably more expensive than what I paid for it, because these are great printers. You might can look on Amazon. I think Amazon may have them, but it's not an overly expensive printer. It's like $350, $400. I think I didn't even pay for that because I got it in a bundle when I got some heat presses from Heat Press Nation. So I got this a long about 3 years ago. So I printed full page. I'm actually gonna go ahead and print it. Hold on, you guys. If y'all hold on a second, I'm gonna throw a piece of paper in the printer. Okay, y'all, I am completely out of 13 by 19 paper, but I got some on the way. So by the time I do this production video, I'll have 13 by 19 paper, but right at this moment, I don't have it. So you guys will still get the full experience when I do the second part of this video on how to get to this part. But let me show you right quick. If you do pull it into Silhouette, you don't need to cut anything. There's no need to cut, because you're just going to print it flat out. That's one thing I do like about this. So file and merge, downloads, and I just sticker box in here. I wouldn't suggest doing this with Cricut just because of print parameters for Cricut. I would just suggest you just do it in the basic version of Silhouette if you can download it, because it's free. So that is essentially the basket. And so I know I told y'all about the purse strap. So the straps are or the handles, or however you want to put it, I make them, what is this, 12 by, is it 1.5? 1.5. Oh, I got this locked, that's why. Okay. If you want them thick, then I'm going to fold them. I'm going to score them and I'm going to fold them. If you just want them, like, say for, I do them thick, so if you're doing this for Easter and the children actually want to use the handles as to hold the box, they're able to do so. So there's a couple of ways that I do that, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do that as well. But this is how I make the handles, and I make them so they're strong and that they can use them. And then I go over here and I just pick a color out of what we're already using, or you can choose this color so it'll match the box, and I duplicate that. Most often I put several sets of box purses on one sheet, so I may be able to get, let's see how many we could get. Let's hit that by mistake. So we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could get 5 purses or 5 boxes with the handles on one 13 by 19 sheet. And of course, if you're doing 11 by 17, you just do them 11 inches and 1.5 inch wide. Same concept. Just they'll just be a little shorter than 12. And you just print a page of them. Especially if you're making multiple boxes of the same kind, I would just print multiple sheets of straps and just print them all out at one time. That's how I did it. So so this is where we are. This is what it looks like. Like I said, quick, simple, not really hard to make. Canva pretty much does all the graphics for you. If you just not good at graphic design, just think of what you want and type it in and then put it together. Just layer it together. And that's it. I'm going to come back, like I said, with a part 2 showing you how to actually put the box together after you get finished. Okay, guys. Thank you. Talk to you soon.